Think about walking into your next assistant principal interview with an air of confidence, where you're able to tackle the most challenging questions with ease. Today, I'm going to unveil a powerful strategy that's going to take that nerve-wracking interview and turn it into a standout performance that leaves a lasting impression. Stay tuned to discover how to master the beginning of your interview and take the first steps towards your dream role of educational administration. Grab that pen, that piece of paper, get ready to take some notes because we're going to start right now. Hey everybody, Gordon Aberson here, Superintendent of Schools and Gallup Certified Strengths Coach. And on this channel, we leverage my experience from classroom teacher to superintendent of schools to help you go further, faster in your educational leadership journey. If this is your first time with us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the bell notification so you don't miss any cool updates or any of our newest episodes. Is there anything more nerve-wracking than a job interview for a position that you really, really want? That promotional opportunity, that opportunity that's going to take you to the next level in your career. It's stress-inducing. It's anxiety-ridden. You get that pit in your stomach. You get the nervous sweats, all of that. And what creates that is the unknown and what you're going to have to deal with when you get into that room. So what we want to focus on is how do we wow them right from the very beginning, right at the jump, right when they're thinking about like, who is this person and why are they here? And why should we think about listening to who they are? And more importantly, why should we think about hiring them? Those are all the questions that are circulating in the interview panel's head. And why do I know that? Because I'm sitting on that interview panel all the time, looking for educational leaders. So I'm going to show you 3 strategies, 3 ideas, 3 frameworks that will help you nail the opening of your interview and ease your anxiety, ease your stress, and help you feel comfortable to then be able to tackle the rest of the interview process. So let's dive right in to strategy number 1. Okay, so strategy number 1, craft your story. Crafting your story is all about every single one of us has a compelling journey, a compelling narrative, a unique set of experiences that people want to know about, that people want to hear and connect with. So as you think about how you start with that opening question, because remember, the first question is always around what is your experience, education, qualifications, and background that make you qualified for this position. So yes, of course, as you craft your story, you want to talk about educational achievements. Of course, you want to talk about relevant experience, of course, but you really want to also show your compelling story, something that you were triumphant in, something where there was a huge success, something that shows how unique an individual you are or how powerful of a story you could use to connect with others. Showing that and sharing that at the very beginning of the interview is an important piece of being able to connect and develop rapport and connection with the panel early on. So don't pass up the opportunity to share your compelling story, to share something that's unique and interesting about you as you weave that into the story of your education, your background, your relevant experience. But what's unique? What's interesting? What's special about you? We want to know. Make sure you share that with us. And that's going to be strategy number 1. All right, let's talk about strategy number 2. Strategy number 2 is align with the vision of the school site, the vision of the school district, the vision of the principal, the leadership team, whoever it is that you're connecting with. Do yourself a favor. As you're opening the interview, find ways to connect with the overall vision and the mission of where that school is trying to go, where that organization sees themselves going into the future, and then share that with them about how you can help move in that direction. So doing your research, doing some due diligence, thinking through who they are, what matters to them, and how you connect and fit within that mold is going to be important, because this is another opportunity in the opening of the interview where you're highly anxious, where you're highly nervous. But if you start thinking about all the things that you know and all the things that you can use to connect authentically and effectively with the people that you're staring at and that you're talking with, thinking about how you align with their vision will again develop relationship and rapport with them as you're talking through. Because again, after we get past this opening portion of the interview, you're going to start to have kind of the back and forth where you're going to be answering the questions specifically that they want to know about. But what if you laid the foundation early on that you know who they are, you know what their vision is, and how you can align and connect with that and help them realize that vision? That's going to be really, really important. So strategy number 2 is making sure to align with the vision of the school or the organization. Don't forget to do that. Very important. So before we move into strategy number 3, share with us in the comments below, how do you go about doing your research to find out about the mission and the vision and the principles and the values of a specific school organization? What resources are you going to? Where are you doing that research? Where are you gathering and cultivating that information? Share that with us in the comments below so we can help our entire community here think about different resources and different avenues of how they can get that information so they can walk in armed with great information to absolutely knock the socks off that interview panel. Share that with us in the comments below. And let's move into strategy number 3. Okay, strategy number 3. Strategy 3 is a little bit different because strategy 1 and 2 were more big picture strategic. But strategy 3 is more tactical. It's more specific. And you're going to be able to do it and employ it immediately, even before you speak a word in the interview process. So strategy 3 is setting the tone with confidence and curiosity. The moment you walk into the interview room, exude confidence. Your posture, your nonverbals, a big smile, warm, inviting, good solid handshakes if it makes sense with the geography of the room and the geography of how the interview room is set up. But exuding that confidence when you walk in, shoulders back, chin up, exuding that. When we're interviewing for educational leaders, we want people who are confident. We want people who can stand up in front of a crowd, in front of a group, in front of a room full of people and be able to effectively communicate. And all of that starts with your ability to exude confidence and actually be able to show your nonverbal cues of just how poised and how ready you are to lead. And then also exude curiosity. Do not walk into an interview assuming or portraying or conveying that you know everything there is to know about being an assistant principal, about being an educational leader, about being a leader in a particular school site that you may be interviewing for. Don't come off as somebody who has all of the answers, but come off as somebody who has a thirst for finding out what those answers are and going on a learning, growing, and leading journey with the people who you're going to work with. So being confident, but not overzealous. Being confident, but not pompous. Being confident, but also curious. Curious to know more, learn more, grow more, connect more. This is what we're always looking for in educational leaders. So being able to exude that confidence, but also demonstrate that curiosity about how you're so excited to learn more about the organization as you grow into your leadership within that organization is going to be a powerful, powerful strategy. It will serve you well in connecting with the panel. So those 3 strategies are going to really help you kind of kick off and get into a really good place and space as you're competing for these really, really highly coveted educational administration positions. And if you want more about not only, hey, I know how to open, but if you also want to know more about how to close an interview, check out this next video because it's going to give you 3 powerful strategies of how to effectively close your interview and leave them wanting more, leave them wanting to hear more from you. Check out this next video. It's real good too as well. We'll see you soon. Thanks.